In many churches, the most thankless job is that of the pastor's wife. Because we tend to look at people from our perspective of our lives. We don't understand until we walk in someone else's shoes what their life is like. I got this off the internet. It says a pastor's wife is not a secret third office of church leadership. She doesn't have a secret agenda of her own that she's trying to fulfill in the church. But it's the Bible contains no job description for the pastor's wife, which is why extra biblical expectations are often placed on her. We sometimes look at people and we say, well, this is how they ought to be. Either our pastor or our pastor's wife, our boss, our spouse, a friend. But the Bible says that the only expectations that we should have on our pastor's wife is that she love Jesus, respect her husband, shepherd her children, and serve the body with the spiritual gifts the Spirit of God has given her, not what we think is going to happen. And she needs to follow the leading that God is directing her. So there's a few little points for us that we should remember on Sundays, that a Sunday is different for her. Whereas, sometimes we have our spouse to help us throughout the day. She often has to let him go before her. She can't let him stay in bed. They can't have cozy time because he has to go to work. And then, when her children were small, she had to get her children together, much like a single mom, because maybe he had to leave early. So her role on Sunday mornings, sometimes she's on, where she has ministry, and some of us do as well. So we know what that's like when we have to minister on Sundays, and we're really trying to get the kids out the door and feed the cat, don't shoot the dog, and all that. We also need to pray for her. Again, to ask God to strengthen her and to help her in the manner that she has to walk, not ours. Have realistic expectations of her. Encourage her. I like this one. It says, go talk to her. Sometimes we think that a pastor's wife is unapproachable, and it's because she's got all these things going on in her head. She's got everything that is going on for the week ahead, for today, what she needs to do, what she has to take care of, and if she has to do it alone because her husband is being called elsewhere. And then don't forget that she also has a family. So I would hope that we do right by you, and we let you know, not just once a year, but all the time, how much we love you. And we thank you. And we a lot of us do understand. I mean, for the 32 years I've been here, I know you do a lot. And there's things that people do in front of others, not for glory, but just because that's the way it is. But there's a lot that's done behind the scenes. And I get an opportunity to see a lot behind the scenes. And there's no, looking for praise or anything like that. It's all done as unto the Lord. And I want to thank you. We, as the women's ministry, want to thank you and honor you. And when you were ordained this past summer at the FCM conference, you said something afterwards when you were about to go minister to Rose. And I said, uh-huh. So this is a gift to help you do what you do. And with all of our love and our thanks and our appreciation.